This watch right here is one of the best collabs of the year in my opinion. This is the DW6900 from G-Shock and Undefeated. These two powerhouses team up yet again to bring us another unique spin on a classic silhouette, and today I'll be running through everything it has to offer and share why I love this thing so much. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and join the awesome community of watch enthusiasts we're building here, then sit back, relax, and we'll jump right in. Now, I've mentioned many times on the channel that I'm a bit of a sneakerhead and a big fan of streetwear as well. That's actually where my love for G-Shocks originates from, as the three together have always seemed to vibe so well. Well, Undefeated are one of the most recognised sneaker and streetwear brands in the world, so you can probably already see where this is going. Originally founded in 2002, Undefeated started their journey with a niche sneaker boutique in LA, with a primary focus on customization and collaboration, teaming up with artists and like-minded individuals to create exclusive shoes unlike any other at the time. It's worth noting that while sneaker culture might be a global phenomenon today, this certainly wasn't the case back then. Of course, there were a ton of sneakerheads, but the game was definitely a lot less mainstream, more of an if you know type thing. Some might say similar to the watch world, right? Anyway, if you wanted in, you had to make an impact, and Undefeated's unique innovation did exactly that. Their brand and infamous tally logo has become world renowned, and their collaborations have only continued to get more impressive, teaming up with the likes of Nike, Adidas, Bape and Patta to name a few, and I mean very few, as well as of course G-Shock. And after 10 long years since G-Shock's 30th anniversary, the pair reunite once again for a third time to create the DW6900 UDCR23-5. This dropped just a short while ago exclusively on the Undefeated site for the retail price of $190 in the US and £190 for those like me in the UK. As I'm sure you can imagine, I was immediately hooked. I loved the colourway and everything this had to offer from the released images, so hit their site as soon as they launched. Grateful to see worldwide shipping available, I hit buy and eagerly awaited its arrival from across the pond, and it certainly didn't disappoint. The pair's latest creation features a brown resin case, which stands in captivating contrast to its vibrant yellow dial, injecting a real modern and lively feel, and adding an extra layer of depth. Bright blue accents are used for the outer ring, as well as the G-Shock logo, writing at 10 and 2, and Undefeated signature 5-strike tally emblem just above its triple graph at 12. This timepiece also features a negative display, bringing that darker contrast from the outside in. This tally logo can also be seen engraved on its stainless steel case back as you flip the watch around, along with its module name and highlight of 200-meter water resistance. Taking cues from the previous Undefeated and G-Shock collab, this 6900 is also fitted with a now black fabric band adorned with the custom branded patch. I really like both options, but seem to be gravitating towards the familiar feel and look of the resin one, but that will no doubt change with the seasons. Now, we have to take a minute to highlight its premium packaging, which is always worth a mention when it's good. This watch arrives in a brown, yellow and blue camouflage patterned box that matches the watch's colourway, which, as you would have seen, unveils a fantastic brown case within, which can double up as a display case for avid collectors out there. Of course, being a G-Shock, in addition to the previously mentioned water resistance, this model offers an incredible shock resistant structure, a stopwatch, countdown timer, multifunction alarm, flash alert, and most notably its electroluminescent backlight. Look at that. Glorious. And I'm going to cherish these even more as we see the transition to LED ones become more and more apparent. Now, this silhouette is obviously very iconic when it comes to G-Shock. As many of you will know, the 6900 has been around since 1995 and continues to look just as awesome today as it did back then, emphasising its timeless design. And while it's a favourite among many G-Shock fans, including myself, that doesn't mean anyone can just splash some new colours and have themselves a hit. This model can actually be somewhat of a poison chalice, as you don't want to get things wrong on such a sacred piece. Yes, it can be that serious. I appreciate this is subjective, but I personally think they got everything right with this one. A brown G-Shock is something we don't see all too often, and not often enough in my opinion. I'm loving this colour on a 6900, and this combination of popping yellow and blue only adds to that admiration. It's one of those watches that can be thrown on with most fits and blend in while still making a statement, contrasting yet complementing at the same time. Big fan of this one, but as always, I want to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. And rounding things off, the all important question is, will this collab remain undefeated in 2023?